Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Shepard.
I can't get over the size of this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one.
Or put an air conditioner in this suit. You have no idea how hot it gets.
Or purchase the time machine so I may escape all these primitives.
Not a bad place here. Decent views of the perimeter, multiple sniper perches. With some work, it's the kind of place Archangel could retire in.
Also known as the Shepard Vicarian Love Nest.
The Turian is wise. A celebration such as this is not an excuse for poor tactical planning.
You won't retire, Garrus. There will always be criminals who deserve bullets in their head. I mean, justice for their actions.
So you're Archangel? James told me it was some sort of maid service on Omega.
Trainer, do people ever have a hard time understanding your accent?
I wish they did. Something about an English accent says, I'm available, please hit on me, even when I'm not on Earth.
If I had a credit for every amorous attempt I've had to reject over the centuries, I could purchase the Citadel.
When I was an archaeology student, I found galactic dialects to be fascinating. All of the phonetic variants.
Liara, this is a party. The only dialect I want to hear from you is inebriated Asari.
So, Shepard, you can serve this swill, but can you drink it?
Someone has to drive y'all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait, what? Who?
I see you, primitive. Which of us has 4 eyes?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy. Call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR-3.
But wouldn't that require you to change your name? Tali Zora von Normandy SR3.
It's Vas Normandy. Von means one who has a weak bladder, which feels appropriate right about now.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have.
Indeed.
Here, here.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to squeaking in 50,000 years later.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
Or not.
Hi, I'm trying to socialize. I'm not particularly good at it.
Not much for big parties?
Well, if I know people, sure, but some of your friends are legends. I can't just ask if they've tried the hummus. Also, Dr. Chuckwas apologizes for not being here. It's some emergency medical consult on the Citadel. She sent some fancy liquor, though. It was great. Wish you could have had some.
In my cycle, too many people in one room risked a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful. 50,000 years from now, no one will remember this party. What is the point? Beware. Something called a Kasumi is on the premises. It pretends to be invisible. Foolish primitive. Nothing escapes these eyes.
This is nice. I don't spend much time with everyone like this. As friends, I'm glad we could do this.
I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider. You all have such a history with Shepard.
It's mostly a lot of running and shooting, and usually somewhere in there, a button needs pushing, but Shepard always hogs that part.
Yes, a history of close calls, narrow escapes, and more near-death encounters than I care to remember.
Working with Shepard reminded me of my younger days. Running with mercenaries, blowing things up with mercenaries, and occasionally sleeping with mercenaries.
I remember first meeting Shepard. All I kept thinking was, I hope she took a shower, because my filter needs replacing, and humans carry a lot of germs.
And 3 years later, here you are, drinking her alcohol through a straw. I'd call that progress.
Something to look forward to, then.
Man, this music is hot.
Okay, I admit. When I first heard about it, I thought Archangel was some sort of mascot for a perfume company.
Glad I got your hopes up, Tally. When I first heard about it, I thought the Shadow Broker was a shadow boxer. I pictured some sort of Elcor punching bag.
And that's exactly what the galaxy should keep thinking. Not that I have a personal interest in it or anything.
Shepard?